Hey, hello, and welcome back to something we haven't done before, which is why welcome back doesn't really make sense. But either way. So, this is in no way what I thought I was gonna post today, but here it is. So, what I thought I was gonna post and what the plan was, and I guess to a point still is that I would take these 5 cars around Imola in Assetto Corsa and put the times up against each other, see how they stack up. And this would then give me sort of a baseline for when I'm gonna do the next part, which is price car showdown. Yeah, and I'm still gonna do this. Like, this part is not gonna change. Each try savage, when we get a new car, I'm gonna find a mod for that car. I'm gonna take that car around Imola, and you're sort of gonna get a way to compare the cars. There's gonna be a running scoreboard, and it's gonna be great. And I thought, yes, as I said, I would take these cars around first, and then sort of get in some baseline to see like how fast is Imola actually. And after having done 1.5 hours of raw footage of this, the result is this. First of all, it's grainy as fuck. Like, what the fuck is that? It's like OBS recorded the whole screen and then only chose to like zoom in on one part of the screen and such. I mean, the rear view mirror you see up there top, that's supposed to be in the middle, but it's clearly not. And you know what else is supposed to be there? Yeah, there's supposed to be a car! There's supposed to be a car right there. Like, what the fuck is... And the weird thing is, it does work sometimes. Like, as you can see here with the Porsche, I am inside the car, and it's still grainy, and I'm still sort of skewed to one side, like you're supposed to actually see dials and dashboards and such. You don't do that. You don't do... I don't know what happened. Yeah, so I still have the times, and we're gonna go over those. We're actually gonna see how these cars compare. We can still do that. We can still do the price car thing. But I don't know what happened. OBS just chose to not record the cars for some reason, and then also make it bad quality. Like, I put this at 2K. What? Either way. So I had to get that rained out. Let's see how the cars actually compare, because we do have the times. Here we have the lap times in a neatly made Word document. Yeah, I know, fancy as fuck. But coming in at a surprisingly actually last place is the 12C. Yeah, this car, it was a pain to drive. Like, some of these cars were a bit hard to drive, but this car was almost undrivable. Like, the back end would lose almost every time I drove a lap. Like you could be going down a straight, and at some point the wheel would just go wham to the left or to the right. Like, the back end was so loose. It was hard to control. It was hard to actually break down because it does accelerate well, but that grip just did not hold up. Anyway, coming in at 4th place so far is the Fury. This car was a dream to drive. Really, like, the grip on this car was amazing. Yeah, the top speed did lag and the acceleration wasn't that great overall, but the grip on this guy is just like, the in-game got that one totally right. Man, was that's such a nice thing to drive. And I feel like a 153 is not representative of what this car could do, but I did for all of these cars limit myself to a 5-lap max, because let's take the 12C for instance. I might need like 15 laps or something, 20 laps to actually get a really good time out of that, whereas the Fury would give it to me in like 2 or 3 tries. But that wouldn't be fair to the Fury, because if I did push on for those extra 17 laps, then I would get so much more out of it. So I said, okay, 5 laps for all of them, the best time stands, and this is what we've got here. Anyway, 3rd place, getting bronze so far, is the Regera. Yeah, this actually surprised me, because this one handles, it does handle better than 12C, and it doesn't throw its back end out just as much. But that speed, that straight line speed, it's stupid fast. It's stupid fast. It's so good in the straight line, which also means it's sort of hard to actually break down from those speeds again and actually take the corner, because the grip isn't amazing. And it does feel sort of janky driving actually through a corner, like a little bit like you're on ice, compared to, for instance, the Fury, but that's to be expected. But that straight line speed just made up for all of that, and narrowly, but it did come in at a better time than the Fury. 2nd place goes to the Banana. Yeah, and this one actually surprised me, because driving the cars around, I for sure would have put the Fury above the Banana, but it beats them both, and this is just like another great reason for why the Banana is awesome. It's such a fast car. It doesn't quite have the grip of the Furai, but it surely has a better, like I said, acceleration curve and just all overall speed in a straight line. So that's really what puts it there. Without further ado, for the first place we have the oldest car of the bunch, but to be fair, it was a Le Mans car. We have the Porsche 926. This car was a dream to drive. It was sort of a nice mixture of all the cars. Like, it wasn't as fast as the Big Era, but it was fast as fuck. It wasn't as grippy as the Furai, but man, did that car have grip. And it just was like the overall best car, and you can see here, it's the only car that actually eclipses the 150 mark, so good on to then. And again, this just puts into perspective, the 12C didn't even get in sub 2 minutes. That's like, oh my god. Either way, this is how the scoreboard looks so far. I will add the Pagani current price card to that in the coming days, and then throughout the next lot of time, we'll add all the other price cards, and at the end we'll have this running scoreboard with all the cars. I hope you enjoyed this improvised video. It wasn't what I hoped it would be. I hope we could go around tracks. I hope we would talk about the cars more specifically, what cars do well here and there and such, and I will do that for the price cars. I will fix that. I will fix whatever caused me this problem, but this shouldn't be for this video, I guess. We still have times and we still have the scoreboard ready for the price car. So I hope you enjoyed, I hope you want to subscribe, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.